All right. We're gonna talk about the credit card only method. I know you guys got a little excited because I was doing PDFs before. This one doesn't really need a PDF. It is just a verbal explanation on how to do it. So the credit card only method is to, if you have multiple credit cards, pick a specific credit card. That is now going to be your spending credit card. I don't care what you plan to buy or what you plan to spend money on. Usually, if you have a cash rewards credit card or any credit card that will reward you, any type of points, internal points. I know Capital One has cards that have points. If you have any federal credit union, mostly Navy Federal, but any credit card that has reward points, any credit card, it does not matter who it's with. If it has a reward point system, that is the card you want to use, whichever one is giving you the best rewards. All right. So what we want to do is, and it's gonna sound crazy, I know you guys gotta trust me. You want to put all the money you have in your checking account on that card. And then we are going to, I'm talking about just immediately, like right now. Like pause the video and do it, right? Just joking. So the first thing you want to do is put majority, not all of, because you're still going to need money from your debit cards to pay your other credit cards off if you have multiple. But put majority of your money on that credit card, right? Then what you want to do is only use that credit card for anything and everything. If you grocery shop, use that credit card. If you get gas, if you are paying bills that can accept it, anything that you need to spend money on, stop using your debit cards. Do not use your debit card. Specifically use that credit card. I'm talking, when I say everything, I am not joking. The reason why we're doing this is because that credit card is now collecting rewards, right? Remember, you're drowning in credit card debt. You already don't have the extra money to pay these things back. What you're doing now is spending the money that you were going to spend anyway. You're living your lifestyle the same way you were living it before, except now you're being rewarded for it. You're being able to spend through that credit card, and it's slowly collecting reward points. After about 6 months to a year, however long you want to check on it, you want to go and check those reward points. You can now use those reward points to pay back more of the credit card. If you have other credit cards, if you were using the snowball method or the avalanche method, and you notice that one of those other credit cards are getting close to being paid off, you can actually, a lot of cards, I won't say all, but a lot of credit cards will let you get Visa gift cards that you can then use to purchase to pay off the credit cards. It's different methods of doing it, but what we're doing here is we're creating a habit of only using your credit cards, right? Because you're going to need it. once you get the credit card debts down and we can start accessing better credit cards and better interest rates or lower interest rates. I then want you guys to purchase my Credit to Cash mini course, of course, but it takes the repetition of doing this to get your debt down first and understanding how to use these credit cards for the reward points and how to get these banks to pay you. So let's start over. Let's go through our example, right? We're going to give real money examples and give you guys a breakdown. Let's say you have 3 credit cards. They all have $1,000 balance. We'll make it simple. It's credit card A, B, and C. So you decide credit card C is the best credit card because it gives you 2% cash back on everything, right? It gives you 4% on groceries and maybe 5% on gas, but 2% on everything else. The other 2 credit cards, they don't really give you rewards. So we're going to go with credit card C. Credit card C is now our go-to for everything. So let's just say you have, your income is $6,000 a month. It may be less. It may be way more. I'm just giving you guys examples. Every week when you're getting $1,500, after taxes maybe cut down to $1,200, I want you to figure out how much the minimum due is on the other 2 credit cards. If you have a mortgage that can't accept the credit card payment, take out your mortgage, take out your necessities that cannot be paid with the credit card. Divvy those up. Do your math. Figure out how much income you need, how much you need to be taken from each check in order to pay these things, right? And let's just say we come out with, okay, we have $600 a week that we have in available cash. I want you to take that whole $600 and put it toward that credit card C. This is why we're doing this. Now when you go get groceries, or when you go get gas, or when you go buy anything that you have to buy that you were going to buy anyway, you are now collecting reward points. See, notice that you're still spending that same $600 that you were going to spend, but you're spending it on a specific credit card that is rewarding you, right? Let's pull out the calculator so we can give you guys exact numbers. So let's just say you're spending $200 a month in groceries, and it pays you back 4% on groceries, right? It's only $8. You're not gonna get rich, but it's $8 a month times 12. That's $96. That's just for your groceries, and that's if you're one person. A lot of us are spending thousands a month on groceries, but we're giving you small examples. So you're spending $200 a month on groceries. That's giving you back $96. Remember, you're continuously making this money from your job and paying it back, but you, at the end of the year, we just got a bonus 96. 5% on gas. Let's say $50 a month on gas. So 50 by 12 by 5%. You made extra $30 just from buying gas. You were gonna buy gas anyway. Now you're being rewarded for it. So just in gas and groceries, you have an extra $126. It doesn't seem like a lot. I understand, but hear me out. One, you are always using your credit card. You're paying it back on time. You're being rewarded. Other miscellaneous expenses, let's just say that it is only an extra $50, right? You now have an extra $175 at the end of the year that you didn't have before. That does not include if that credit card comes with bonus perks for spending a certain amount of money in a month. And a lot of credit card companies do. They'll give you an extra 1,000 points, or maybe a 25,000 sign-on bonus, or any types of bonuses. I'm not sure what kind of cards you guys will be using, but a lot of these cards will have bonuses. Just by doing this, you are living your life regularly. I gave you guys a very small number to work with. Most households, if you have at least one child, you're spending 4 or 5 times the numbers that I gave you guys, right? Which is making 4 or 5 times the amount back. But just with this small example, I showed you how you can live your life the exact same way that you're living it now, even though you're drowning, but be rewarded for it. Gas, groceries, miscellaneous expenses, you can be paid back. Let's just say, worst case scenario, you're getting an extra $300 back at the end of the year. You can do multiple things with that. You can use that to pay down the credit card debts even more. You can use that to go Christmas shopping. A lot of people do Christmas shopping. Or you want to reward yourself. Hey, I'm living, paycheck to paycheck, but now I have an extra $500 that I just have sitting there that I can buy myself something, something nice. But our goal is to pay back the debt. So you want to use that credit card reward points to pay back the debts even more. And now those other 2 cards, if you're using the snowball method or any other method, those credit cards are now being paid down more. And, eventually, maybe take a year, may take 2, may take more. But eventually, the credit card debt will go to 0 simply from you continuously using the credit card the way it should be used. Another example with the credit card only method, if you have specific credit cards, so let's just say credit card A was for gas, credit card B was for groceries, and credit card C was for miscellaneous spending. Whichever one has the highest percentage for the specific thing you're trying to do. So if credit card A is 5% for groceries and the other 2 are less, you know for sure whenever you get groceries, you want to use credit card A. If credit card B is 5% for gas, you know credit card B is your gas card. If credit card C is, let's just say it gives you 10% if you use it for Netflix, use it for Netflix. Different credit cards have different perks depending on what you use it on. Some store cards have extra bonuses just for using it in those stores. If you go in those stores, use their cards. You want to collect as much cash back and as much bonus points as you can, so that way we can use all of those bonus points and all of that credit in order to pay down the debts faster. Money doesn't just come out of nowhere, but money can be generated from the money that you're already spending by simply using your credit cards instead of using your debit cards. And that is the credit card.